Imagine standing on the edge of something extraordinary, something that could change your life forever. What would you do? Would you shout your plans from the rooftops, or would you keep them close to your heart? In today's video, we are going to explore the profound wisdom that silence holds, particularly how Buddhist teachings about silence can help you attract wealth, success, and prosperity. You may not realize it yet, but your ability to stay quiet about certain aspects of your life could be the key to becoming a millionaire. Stay with us until the end, and you'll learn about the 5 critical things you must keep to yourself to achieve true success. In Buddhism, silence is not just the absence of words or noise. It is an active force that transforms our inner and outer worlds. Silence sharpens focus, strengthens our willpower, and builds the kind of inner peace that is essential for success. Many people don't understand the true power of silence and often think that being quiet is synonymous with being passive or weak. In reality, silence is a tool for accumulating inner strength and for attracting the kind of wealth that resonates on both a material and spiritual level. One of the primary teachings of Buddhism is the concept of right speech, a part of the Eightfold Path, which emphasizes that not every thought needs to be spoken. Words carry energy, and careless speech can dissipate that energy, draining you of the focus and concentration required to achieve your goals. Silence, on the other hand, conserves this energy, allowing you to redirect it toward your ambitions and plans. It is this quiet but potent focus that many self-made billionaires have intuitively mastered, even without necessarily following Buddhist teachings explicitly. The power of silence in planning. The first thing you must stay silent about is your plans. When you share your dreams and intentions too early, you may unknowingly weaken your resolve. It's important to remember that not everyone will understand or support your vision. Some may even project their own fears and doubts onto you, which can subtly undermine your confidence. In Buddhist teachings, keeping your plans to yourself is an act of protection, not just from others but from the destructive forces of negativity and distraction. By remaining silent, you allow your intentions to grow strong and take root within you before exposing them to the harsh light of other people's judgments. Look at Steve Jobs, for example. Throughout his life, Jobs was notoriously secretive about his projects. His silence wasn't just about maintaining the element of surprise. It was about focusing energy. When he was creating the first iPhone, Jobs shared as little information as possible with the outside world. The result? The iPhone was a revolutionary success, in part because Jobs and his team were able to work without the distraction of external input and criticism. Jobs understood what Buddhism teaches, that silence is a form of preservation, preserving your vision until it is fully realized. Wealth and income. The second thing to remain silent about is your income. In today's social media-driven world, many people feel compelled to showcase their wealth through flashy purchases or extravagant lifestyles. But in Buddhist tradition, such actions are seen as distractions from true contentment. When you flaunt your wealth, you become vulnerable to envy and judgment, and you lose sight of the deeper, more meaningful aspects of life. Buddhism teaches that material wealth is not inherently bad, but it must be approached with humility. The less you talk about your money, the more grounded you remain. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, has always been known for his modesty. Despite his enormous fortune, he lives in the same house he purchased decades ago and rarely discusses his wealth publicly. This practice of silence regarding his financial status allows Buffett to maintain focus on his goals, rather than getting distracted by the need for recognition. By remaining silent about your income, you also prevent attracting negative energy in the form of jealousy or unwarranted attention. In Buddhism, silence about one's material wealth helps cultivate gratitude and prevents attachment to temporary, material conditions. This allows for a deeper connection to inner prosperity, which is ultimately the foundation of outer success. Good deeds and charity. The third aspect of life that you should keep to yourself is your good deeds and acts of charity. In Buddhist philosophy, True generosity is selfless and does not seek praise or recognition. When you give quietly, you align yourself with the universal flow of abundance, where giving and receiving are part of the same natural cycle. Consider the philanthropic efforts of someone like Chuck Feeney, the billionaire co-founder of Duty-Free Shoppers. Feeney spent decades giving away his fortune in secret, striving to live as anonymously as possible while contributing billions to education, healthcare, and human rights causes. Feeney's philosophy was simple. The joy of giving is a personal, spiritual act, not one that requires public acknowledgement. His life echoes Buddhist teachings that stress the importance of doing good deeds in silence. When your acts of kindness are done without ego, they multiply in their spiritual power, creating ripples of positive karma that can return to you in unexpected ways. Silence about weaknesses. The fourth aspect that Buddhism advises you to keep silent about is your weaknesses and fears. Many of us are taught to openly share our struggles, whether in personal relationships or on social media. But Buddhist wisdom suggests that speaking too openly about your fears only gives them more power over you. When we verbalize our anxieties and insecurities, we make them more real in our minds and in the world. Instead, Buddhism encourages us to work on our inner challenges silently. By confronting our fears in meditation or introspection, we can gradually transform them without the need for external validation. Think about some of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. Many of them have struggled with personal challenges, but they often deal with those struggles privately. Elon Musk, for example, has faced numerous obstacles in his career, but he rarely discusses his fears publicly. Instead, he channels that energy into finding solutions, maintaining a focus that allows him to achieve seemingly impossible goals. His silence about his struggles keeps him in control, helping him to overcome challenges without being bogged down by negative energy. Spiritual achievements. The fifth and perhaps most important thing to keep silent about is your spiritual achievements. In Buddhism, the spiritual path is deeply personal, and any progress made on this journey should not be a source of pride or boasting. Silence about your spiritual accomplishments allows for deeper, more meaningful growth. Meditation, for example, is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice, but the fruits of meditation, whether greater peace, clarity, or enlightenment, are not meant to be flaunted. They are meant to deepen your connection to the Dharma, or truth. This lesson also applies to material success. Many billionaires credit their achievements not just to hard work, but to a spiritual practice of inner silence and mindfulness. Take Ray Dalio, the founder of Bridgewater Associates, one of the largest hedge funds in the world. Dalio is known for his daily meditation practice, which he says is key to his success. He rarely speaks about his spiritual achievements, but he consistently attributes his focus and decision-making abilities to his practice of quiet mindfulness. Silence as a path to success. Silence is not a form of inaction. It is a path to empowerment. When you speak less, you give yourself the space to think deeply, to plan strategically, and to act decisively. The more you cultivate silence, the more you attune yourself to the rhythm of the universe. In Buddhism, this is known as mindfulness, the ability to live fully in the present moment without being distracted by external noise. Successful people like Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg understand this on a profound level. They don't broadcast every step of their journey, nor do they seek constant validation. Their silence allows them to accumulate energy, maintain focus, and make thoughtful decisions that lead to massive success. When you practice silence, you also become more sensitive to the world around you. Buddhists believe that the universe constantly sends us signs and guidance, but we are often too distracted to notice them. Silence helps us listen, not just with our ears, but with our hearts and minds. This intuitive listening is crucial for making the right decisions, whether in business or in life. By practicing silence, you also avoid the negative karma associated with unnecessary words. In Buddhism, every word we speak has an impact, not just on others but on ourselves. When we speak mindlessly or gossip, we create disturbances in our mind and in the world around us. Silence allows us to break this cycle, creating a more peaceful and focused state of being. Finally, silence teaches patience. The more you practice keeping your plans, achievements, and struggles to yourself, the more you develop the patience required to succeed in the long term. In Buddhism, patience is one of the greatest virtues, and it is essential for achieving both spiritual and material prosperity. Many of the world's wealthiest individuals did not become successful overnight. They practiced patience, persistence, and silence. By following these Buddhist principles in your own life, you can align yourself with the universal forces that bring success and abundance. Thank you for watching this video. If it resonated with you and inspired you, I encourage you to like and share it with others who may benefit from its message. Your thoughts and reflections are valuable, so feel free to share them in the comments below. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to this channel for more content that helps cultivate inner peace, wisdom, and success. May your journey be filled with silence, mindfulness, and prosperity. Until the next video, I wish you a life of quiet strength and abundant blessings.